It's a turning point in Genclerbirligi's season today. With 7 matches to go, we play 2 teams down in the relegation zone. Lose, and we could be joining them. Win, and we could be on our way to sweet mid-table obscurity. Let's play the episode. Dodgy Gamer here for episode 6 of Breaking the Big 3 with Genclerbirligi here in Turkey, and you can see the table just up here. So we're sitting in 11th at the moment. Now today's matches featured in this episode: first we're away to Goztepe, you see they're down there in 16th, just inside the bottom 3, and then the second match we're going to be at home to Akhisarspor. So this really is a case of, if we lose those matches, we're going to be in danger of getting sucked into a relegation battle in the final few games. But a couple of wins and, we might be able to take it easy over the last few matches. I'm just going to quickly show you what we've been up to. Our form's been a bit indifferent. Now, last time we lost the Ankara derby. It's a disappointing scoreline, but I did see some potential in the performance, and then we had a pair of good away wins after that. Karabukspor and Alanyaspor. So we're starting to click with that formation with the wing-backs. Then we lost to Trabzonspor. It was a tight game, as the scoreline suggests. And Trabzonspor are in great form. They replaced their manager, and they've turned things around. They're up in the top 4 now. So I wasn't too disheartened by that. This game, though, against Sivasspor, this was a bit of a downer. Sivasspor are in the relegation battle, and they beat us 1-0. We had chances to get back into it, but we just couldn't take them. Turned that all around, though, in the most recent match against Antalyaspor, who were 4 points above us at the start of this game. They did take the lead just before half-time, but second half we were fantastic. 4 goals in the second half. We just kept throwing things forward, and I was really happy with that result. So the tactics, you see, I'm sticking with this wing-back formation. Have made a few minor adjustments. I've changed, I had a stopper in defence, so I've changed that to just a regular defender mode. Obviously the stopper was stepping forward a bit, but then if he was stepping forward when the wing-backs were out of position, I think that was causing us a few problems. And I've also just played around with the roles up front. Elvis came on and he scored 2 goals in the last game. He's not good as a target man, so I put him into the poacher role, and I think that combination of poacher, sorry, there's a bit of a Turkish word. If you've ever been to Turkey, you might know a poacher is a kind of pastry. Poacher is what I was trying to say. That combination of false 9 and poacher seems to be working quite well. So hopefully that's going to produce some results for us today. One more thing I will show you before we get into the first game. We've had a youth intake, and there's something here to be very excited about. First youth intake, look at this. Berke Inal. I mean, look at this. Current ability is a first teamer already, and the potential, he's got the potential to be a fantastic player. Look at that, 20 determination. That is absolutely fantastic. I like a lot of these stats here. Obviously, there's some areas that need to develop. He's only 16. The only problem is, you might have noticed this already, he's a left winger. And my current set of tactics, I'm either using this with the wing backs, or I'm using this with a narrow formation in midfield. I'm not using any wingers at the moment. So we've got to look into options with him. I don't know. I'll bring him up again. You can, if you want to help me out, you can pause it there and just have a look at those stats. What do you think? Like, one thing, I could retrain him as a wing back. That could be an option. Or I don't know. Could I put him into that Mazzala role in the centre of the park? Maybe retrain him more centrally. I'm going to have a think about it. There's plenty of time to develop him. So anyway, let's get on with today's match. We are away to Goztepe. Berke Inal is on the bench. We'll see. We might bring him on at some point. So yeah, here you go. That's our lineup. There's a couple of interesting names for anyone who's familiar with Turkish football on the Goztepe team. They've got Sabra Saraoğlu, often the butt of jokes. He's one of those unfashionable players in Turkey who a lot of people like to make fun of. And Halil Altintop, one of the Altintop brothers, back in Turkish football, leading the line. He's 35 years old. Okay, so we're going to have our pre-match team talk. Yes, Goztepe are 15th in the form table while we're 6th. Let's show them why. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, didn't really have a great effect. Okay, defense. I had some success in the last game talking to my banks of players. Solid defensive work. Okay, still no effect. Midfielders. Take control of the midfield. Oh, okay, attackers. Okay. I have faith. Okay, we got a player looked happy. Elvis looked happy. Alright, let's see what we can do against Goztepe. Now, I do have a poor record of late on the channel. I've been winning off camera and kind of screwing things up on camera. But let's see what was promising attack. Opening highlight, but oh, okay, there's the interception. And now we're open to the counter. Oh, but good play by the great Khalili to track back and reclaim that ball there. Promising beginning. Okay, now we are being dominated for possession at the moment. This seems to come and go. I have matches where the possession's fairly even, and then I'll have a match where we give up about 60-65% of possession in the game. And I'm not sure why that is, and I'm not sure what Elvis was thinking there. I mean, he had two guys around him, and then he just smacked it. I still have this problem with Claro and Chifji looking complacent. Chifji's on his way out. He is team captain, and he's the most influential player in the dressing room, but he's refusing a new contract. He's only got 3 months to go. I don't think he's going to sign. His agent's just refusing to open talks, and that's fine. We'll let him go. We'll manage. We'll retrain Berki Inal to take his place. That'll be fine. So, a pretty uneventful first half there, apart from Elvis's strange shot. I'm going to tell them that's not good enough. There we go. We've finally got a bit of a reaction from them. Lucas Claro's looking complacent. What do I tell him? You can still improve. Okay, still looking complacent. Never mind. Okay, I'm not going to make too many changes here. We haven't created much though, so hopefully the psychological effect of the team talk is going to kick in. Or maybe not. Alright. Okay, get the ball off them. Come on. Ah, no, we're a goal down. And it's Halil Altintop, the old man, scoring the goal. I do not like this. So what's going wrong here? I'm thinking, well, Elvis is on a card, so let's take him off. And we'll put on Mariki, who works as a target man. And we're just going to go for longer balls, I guess. Let's have a look at the team instructions. So I've been working on the idea of pass it into space, fully overlap. We're going to go for floated crosses. I've got both my wing backs. Let me check actually on my wing backs. Am I telling them to hit the target man with the crosses? Yes, I am. Okay, good. So let's see if that works then. It's only a minor tweak, but let's demand more. Come on. Show us something, Gençler. But nothing's happening. Okay, I'm going to pause it and go do some tactical tweaks to go for all-out attack if we're not getting anything. Okay, another Goztepe highlight. Let's let this highlight play out. And they've hit the post. Ooh, dearie me, that could have been game over there. Okay, let's just go a bit more attacking. So I'm going to switch Issa to an advanced playmaker on attack. Shall we? If we push him forward, though, that's not the best role for him. We'll put you on attack as well, and we'll put the wing backs onto attack also. And we're just going to go for a more attacking mentality. Now I'm thinking we take... Who's having the better game here? Guy Delay is not having a great game. So Issa is good in that role. And who are we going to bring on? We're going to bring on Tume, who's actually, he's suited to a shadow striker. So let's go with that. It's pretty attacking, but we've got to throw it forward. Let's tell them to push forward. Come on, 10 minutes. Let's get that equaliser. Or give up another goal and go 2-0 down. Still no highlights. Come on. Come on, give me something. Give me something. Okay, the Hoff hoofs it. That's it, good. We won the ball back. Erhan's making the run. Can you finish? Oh, it was a good effort. That's the best one we've had all match, so let's have some more of that. Come on, push forward. Push forward. And this is going to be the whistle, isn't it? Well, we played well in the last 10 minutes, I suppose. Okay, I'm far from pleased with that result. Lucas Claro is still looking uninterested. He's a player I've got to get rid of as well, and now he's demotivated. I'm not talking to Chifcha, can't be bothered anymore. Okay, disappointing result. Yet another defeat in a broadcasted match. Let's see where that leaves us in the table and how much trouble we might be in. Okay, not too big a deal. Akhisarspor played before us and already lost. Although, of course, if we lose to them in the next match, which is coming up, then that's only going to be 7 points clear of the drop zone with 6 games to go. We should be able to survive, but you know, another win, another couple of wins would certainly make sure of things. Okay, so I'm just going to fast forward to the next episode, to the next match. Make sure you stick around for that. And we're back. One bit of news before we continue. Something where I've managed to get myself in the board's good books, thankfully. I was linked with the Derby job, which is a bit random. Obviously turned it down. The board were happy with that. If we just have a look at Derby, they're in a similar position to us, actually. When you look at the championship, maybe they're a bit safer when it comes to facing the drop, but yeah, how can I break the big 3 in Turkey by managing Derby? I don't think I mentioned before what I've got loaded, so here are the leagues I've got loaded. I always load England wherever I play, just to keep track of it, and yeah, I usually like to end my time in England, you know, 30 seasons into the future if possible. The other nations, sorry, I've chosen mainly because they do generate a lot of Turkish players. You get certainly Germany, but also Netherlands, France, Denmark, Belgium. You'll find quite a few Turkish players coming through their youth teams, so that's something where I can maybe scout those areas and swoop for players in the future. Okay, so on to today's match. If I just bring back up the Super League. So we're playing Akhisarspor. So this is going to be a tough game. We're at home, which is good, but Goztepe lost their match to Trabzon the day before this game taking place. So Akhisarspor have got to be thinking, if we win, we close that gap. So we could be in for a tough match. I've made a few changes in the team. I've dropped Claro just because so many matches of him looking uninterested and complacent, and I just had enough. And I've dropped at the left wing back, brought in that new signing over the winter, Yusuf. He was having a run in the team, missed a few games due to injury, and then was playing better, but now Ur's being an arse again, so I brought Yusuf back in. And gone back to target man up front and given the youngster Shaban a run out. Again, he was having a good run in the team, missed a few games with injury, So let's bring him back in and see what he can do. And then we have options to bring on a more experienced player, someone a bit more informed like Mariki, if we need to chase the game, which I hope we don't. Okay, so what are we going to tell the team? Now, where's the option to tell them to play better than last time? Okay, it's time to start improving. The great Carlili is delighted. Let's try again. Talking to the defence. I have faith in you. No, they don't care. Okay, well, let's try the attack then. Same thing. Faith. Got to keep the faith. Shabanishuk's been motivated. And Ranti is deep in thought. Well, we'll leave him deep in thought. Sprung a few surprises. Yeah, some play here, some play elsewhere. We are a squad, not a team. Okay. Let's get the ball off them. There we go. Kick him into the stands. That's what we like. That's Yusuf making a mark on the game very early on. And the goalkeeper's injured. Can I tell my players to go in hard on the goalkeeper? Okay, this is good. Great Carlili's running with the ball. Okay, not the best of passes, but Zeki just whips it over to the other flank. And Ranti's got the goal. Yes. Yusuf's cross wasn't exactly in the right place, but the defence completely failed to deal with it. Ranti does the job. Nice one. Let's have a look at that again. So that was that weird pass by Carlili. Beautiful ball, switching flanks from Zeki. Yeah, Ranti's just in the right place. Good stuff. Let's have some more of that. Very early goal now. We did have that problem earlier in the season where we were scoring early goals, dominating the first half and then getting overrun in the second half. I hope we're not going back to that. Okay, come on. Come on. Let's close them down. Get the ball off them. Okay, this doesn't... Oh, come on. That's a soft goal to give up. It's a soft goal to give up. The commentary says it was breathtaking. Breathtakingly poor defending is all I can say about that. Let's just have a look at that again. So they got the overlapping runner there. The wing-back failed to deal with them. And the defence are just ball watching. Let's just check. Why didn't it come up? Am I actually... Yeah, I got them already on closing down more. I don't want to go much more because then they tend to get out of position. Okay, well let's just see. Hopefully that was just a one-off fluke, that goal. Okay, Zeki, poor cross. Lost. Oh, but then he won it back and we've hit the post. Oof. Well, the initial play by Zeki was poor, but then he did well to kind of stay on that and win the ball back in a dangerous position. That's what we need. Okay, come on. Oh, come on. A penalty. Ah, great. Now we're 2-1 down. Well, that was a stupid penalty to give away as well. Come on, demand more. Yeah, Yusuf's obviously got a low rating because he gave away the penalty, but come on, let's get something before half-time. Let's go in with it tied up at 2-2. Okay, good. Issa hits a long one forward. Oh, and I thought Ranti was going to get through there, but no, the keeper dealt with it. Okay, let's make this our ball. Let's make this a Gençler ball. Good, good. That's it. Into Ranti. He's on a run. He's on a run. Plays it across the Shaban. What? He's got a foot like a traction engine. What a goal. I've got to see that one again. Now that's the kind of response we've been looking for in the last few games. Ranti on a great run. Plays it across. Boom. Doesn't even take a touch. Look up to the heavens, Shaban. That was quite a strike. It's justified his selection. Okay, bit of an up and down first half. We started well, we finished well, and we were crap in the middle. A true shit sandwich. Okay, I'm going to tell them that I'm still far from pleased. Great Khalili's looking complacent and stressed. How can you look complacent and stressed at the same time? I've got no idea. So let's just tell him. Yeah, you weren't that bad. He's still stressed. Never mind. We'll just sub you off on 60 minutes if you're still looking out of sorts. Okay, oh, Ranty. Who was that to? Right. Not much action so far in this second half. Come on. I'm encouraging you boys. Get the winner. Okay, still no action. Still nothing. Come on, show us something. Man. Okay, sub. Time for a sub. I just got so carried away there with waiting for something to happen that we've come to the final 10 minutes. Okay, strikers are playing well. We'll leave them where they are. Yusuf obviously gave away the penalties, picked up a booking. He's having a bit of a mare, but if I take him off, I have to put Urchifji on. Well, let's do it. And Polytechnic and Gokangul are both having pretty ropey games, but then I've got to bring Claro on. Okay, let's put you in. That'll do for now. Okay, still nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. Okay, I think this one's all set to just fizzle out by the looks of things. Let's put on Ostume. I don't want to like throw everything after the win, because then we'll just end up losing. And whoa, thanks for that. So wait, in the second half, I'll go back and watch that again. But did we just have Ranty misplace a pass at the beginning of the half and then a throw in just before the whistle? Right. Well, the first half was exciting. I guess everyone was stunned into silence by that Shaban Ishik powerbolt. I'm going to tell them that I'm not pleased. Good. The defense. I was especially not pleased with you. And I'm going to tell the attackers that they did a great job. Good stuff. And Renty's fired up. That's nice to see. Alright, so a little bit disappointed that we only got 1 point out of those 2 games today. But I think we're probably going to survive. 5 games to go and we're 10 points clear of Akhisarspor. But what I would like to see is we're also just 3 points behind Kasımpaşa in 9th. If we can put a bit of form together in these final 5 games, top 10 is achievable. We'll have to see. It would be nice to finish above Osmanlıspor, as they're our local rivals. So let's look at the run-in. Oh, you maybe can't see that because I'm down in the corner here. So I'll just reel off the matches for you. Next weekend, Besiktas away. We're not going to break into the top 10 with that game, I think. Akhisarspor at home. Again, that's another tough match. Akhisarspor are still doing well in the table. Then we've got Malatyaspor, who are all but relegated. They might well be relegated by the time we get to that game, so that's got to be one that we look to win. We're home to Konyaspor. Again, we should be looking to get a win there. And then Kasımpaşa away. That could be the game that decides if we can break into the top 10 or not. You see Kasımpaşa currently in 9th place. So I'm going to come back probably for the Konyaspor and Kasımpaşa games just to round off the season. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode, even if Gençler's form was not particularly great. Especially that Shaban Ishik goal. I mean, that channeled my inner Alan Partridge on the commentary there. But thank you very much for watching. If you have made it to the end of the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager content. I'll probably be back either tomorrow or the day after, or if you're catching up on this sometime in the future, the next episode's already there, so go and watch it. I'm Dodgy Gamer, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.